Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I have this Atari 2600. I do have the case and everything else kind of filthy and I got to clean it out. But found it laying around and I figured I would try to do a rebuild kit and see if it would work. It does not work now. So I bought, I guess the kits that everybody uses. It's supposed to be the rebuild upgrade kit. And then also the RCA outputs, the composite video outputs, just to make it a little better. I get to use my, I guess today I'll get to use my my desoldering gun over there that I built, and I'll see how it works out. Turn it on. I think I'm going to do just a short video just on that by itself because I had a lot of luck with that and I really enjoy it. But anyway, back to what we're here for. Going through the instructions, this is, I guess, the Sixer or something like that they call it. I'm not even sure. I'm not really into it. The crazy thing is my uncle helped build Atari back in the 70s and 80s. And I guess I was lucky enough he worked for Atari and he built a lot of games. He helped produce this. I was like the first one that had Atari back in the day. But anyway, let's fast forward now. So as I can see, I realized that, you know, the components look like this was replaced at one point, some of these components, but well, actually I tried replacing this to see if that would do anything, but nothing would do. There was a couple other things that looked like it was replaced, but anyway, I'm going to start with the, with the instruction show, the capacitors, everything else, do the composite video and see if it works out. I have no idea. This thing to me is just dead. When I turn it on, I do get voltage. I get like 5 volts, but I don't get any video. I don't get any nothing, no sound. It doesn't draw any amperage when I turn it on. I'll see if anything changes. And I did clean all the switches and everything else. Didn't really change anything. So, all right, let's see if this thing is probably warming up now. I'm going to start with, let me do this. Take this part off. I'll put this away. I'm going to start with this part first. I'll go with the capacitors. This thing should be warm enough. Maybe not. Guess it's still warming up. I guess the easiest thing to do is see when I put some solder on it. I'll know when it's warm. It's getting there. This is one of those old Radio Shack desoldering guns I just built. I made a little, thing for it. A pump from a breast pump. Put in a case and some other components. So I did a video on it before. Worked out really well. Oh, I'll do it this way. All right, let's see what we got here. Is that the chip? Yeah, that's the chip. As soon as I can get it in there. All right. Screwdriver, pop that out. solder right there. Let's get that off of there. And just make sure make sure it looks okay. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay. Get this component out, which would be just try to make sure that it clears. That's the only problem with these, is that they work great, but they do get clogged up a lot. Even I know the professional ones are the same way. They'll just get clogged up a lot. So I just try to prevent that. Okay. And I wish I could do something better with the... this is just, it's hard to work with because of the this stuff. I forget what they call it. I'm drawing a blank now, but anyway, yeah, this stuff is making it harder to control and stuff like that. Anyway, let's start with putting this capacitor. Let's start with this. I think that's it for this board. It's just the capacitor and this chip. I could be wrong. I'll double check and look again. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be other things I'm going to have to do too, but so yeah, it looks like for this right now, it's just, oh, okay, and then I have another, this little chiclet guy over here gets removed. This little chiclet guy. I call it chiclet. Okay. So it's those three things. I'm sure I'm going to be moving the box later too, but for right now, just these three things. All right, let's make sure this is clean still. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how this is going to work out. Looks pretty good like that. You know what? I'll save this. I think I have some somewhere. Let me see what I have. Where did I put it? I know I had a little thing of that. Otherwise, I'll just open that up. Found it. Look at this. How long do you think I've had this one? Radio Shack. I think I bought this honestly when I was a young kid, like back in the 80s or whatever it is. And to this day, I still have it. I found it with some other things I had, and yeah, figured I'd use it. So, get a little Q-tip here. So I'm gonna put this on. That should be plenty. this over here. Let's put the screw back in. Okay. Looks on that. Yeah, I think somebody was obviously in here before on this. I'm not even sure if, like I said, it could be a bad chip. Could be a couple other things. I didn't realize that when I first went to turn it on, like I said, I just got a blank screen, so I don't know if it's something I'm doing. Find out. One thing I try to do is replace everything. I just want to make sure that center connection is okay. There it goes. Yeah, that looks good. All right, then we have the positive. This is the new cap. The negative's going that way, so we would have that's negative, positive is right there. So we have the negative pointing that way. This is the positive side. That's showing positive right there. Okay. Trash. And then we have the other one, this one. So let's find out which one replaces this one. Let me take a look real quick. So it just looks like the new one's a little bit smaller. I guess it has the same kind of values to them. Oh, who knows? All right, so this one will get replaced in this spot here. Oh, you know what else I'm wondering? And, oh, I'm sorry. You got one more capacitor over here too. That's the one I was missing. Okay. And that's this one right here. That's one. And the other side. That's the other side. Okay. Let's, again, I just clean this out real quick. Put that back there for now. Take this, and then that would use a different capacitor. Okay, so we got this one we're going to put in. And then we have that one, which should be the polarized one, I would think. Let me just double check real quick. Now this one didn't have a positive or negative. I'm just figuring this is the negative because it seems like it goes to all the grounding parts. So I'm going to say this one's the positive there. Again, I got nothing to lose. It didn't work before anyway, so I'd be shocked if this does work actually. All right, let's try to install that, the other one, and then I think this board will be done for the time being until I get the other pieces. That one. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll do this one next. Here's the other one. Okay. Alrighty. So let's put this aside for now. And now we'll work on this one. Now let me see where I'm at with this one. Okay, so on this board it looks like I'm replacing this capacitor and these two. I think this is for the audio. I'm not exactly sure, but they're the ones to replace here. So I'm going to do those now. Start with the electrolytic cap, which is right there. That guy's really in there, huh? There it goes. Is it them? Yeah. Okay. It's got a lot of solder on the top too. All right, a little more. Here's the second one. Perfect. Okay. Cap. Positive and negative. And this one, again, it looks like this must be the ground, and that's probably the positive. All right. Does it? Oh, okay. It tells you right there. Positive. And negative. Usually it's usually I don't have to do this, but all right, put that over there. Really? Over the hole, let's try the positive one. I'll put some solder on that. Alright, that one came through a little bit. Now let's try to get the ground one. I'm going to bring it back a little bit. Right there. Alright, so get me a bean and bring it right back. So I'm going to continue on with this. What I actually did was I actually trimmed this a little bit here so that the wire can come out. I'm going to put all this back together again. I might have jumped a little bit. I think I lost some footage, but I'm going to continue on with this, and hopefully this should end the video after I put the RCAs and everything in there. I did clean the box and everything else. I still got to drill the RCAs in there, but this is supposed to be a better mod. I think it's the I think it does better video or something. I don't even know. It's a combo, whatever it is. I actually want to make it. I don't think I'll need to adjust it anymore, but I think I'll heat that up. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to need to adjust that. I might just leave a little spot like that. If I have to, I can always do something with it. If this will even work. You know what? This is actually made for batteries. I don't even know if this is going to work out or not. Yeah, this is probably not going to work. This is made for batteries. I'll just use some tape or something. Probably be a lot easier. Alright. That would be a mistake. Let me grab some tape here. Let's use some purple tape here. This is actually 3M. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to need to adjust this or not, but I guess just to be on the safe side. I'll leave it open. In fact, I'm going to try to mount this in a way where I can drill a hole somewhere in case if I want to adjust it with the case together again. This has, I think it's the same with this thing. This has an adjustment too. January 1980. What's the adjustment for this one? Okay, so that would be, yeah, this one. But I think it actually does it from underneath too. Because this would be the underneath bit. Okay. So it would be this one right here. I'm gonna mark that. No, actually, I wonder if the bottom of the case. Yeah, let me see how that works with the bottom of the case. Them screws back in there. I think they were the shorter screws. Here's my little bag of goodies. These are all the extra pieces. Yeah, I think these use the small ones. Well, hopefully there's a hole in the bottom of the box. The bottom of the, if not, I'm going to probably drill one just to make it easy enough to adjust this. There's some more screws. Alright. Boy, my allergies are killing me. I remember having my first Atari. Well, actually, I had it before anybody else because my uncle worked for the company. So I was lucky as a young kid. We used to come over to my house to play all the video games before they were released. I used to get them in just the cases. I used to get the chips. I didn't get the box or anything else because they weren't even made yet. It was all prototype games I would play. Wait, imagine being a gamer back in the day and testing these videos. That'd be fun. Okay, so that part's done there. And that's good like that. The bottom of this is actually the bottom. This was to mount like this. Where are we going here? Oh, getting confused here. Okay, let's put this like this. We don't need it anyway. I guess it just goes like that. Oh, look, I put the screws in there. Those screws aren't supposed to go there. That's what my problem is. Oh no. It looks like it would be. How did that mount? Yeah, looks like I put the screws there, so I guess I'm gonna take those two out. I guess it uses longer ones that go there. I don't remember that. I don't remember when I pulled this apart. Okay. I guess I'd have to go back and look at the video and see, but alright, let's pull these two apart. Longer piece that goes there. Actually, I'm gonna have to drill this out. Let me move this for now, because I'm gonna have to put drill the RCAs and put them in there. Let me put this down here a second. Get a drill bit. So this is what I actually went with. I just put the 3 in there. I put the 2 audio ones right here. It's only left and right. It's a mono signal, but I'm just going to test them together, obviously. And there's your, video and audio left and audio right. I always remember red by right, just rhymes, but it doesn't really matter anyway because it's a mono signal. All right, let's continue on. So now that stuff is done, I guess the next step would be to mount this guy. So we're gonna have to connect this up. So let's do this. Let's see how we're gonna attempt this. I'm not sure if this was like this. I think it was like that. It might have been the opposite way, I'm not sure. Anyway, so these have to go to the other side. Let's see how I'm gonna do it. I guess I'll just do it this way, behind here. I'm gonna do it around here. And just wire tape those together. Bring that around there. Attach these guys down there. So I made the yellow video, the blue is audio, and the black is the ground for all of them. So what I'm going to do is take this out of the way for the time being, because I don't really need this right here. I'll put this other piece on top of it, which was actually this piece right here for the adapter. So let's put that on. Was it like that, or was it like this? Does it really matter? It seems like that, because that was the cutout like that. Okay. So that's like that. That goes like that. Now, should I mount that? I can run this little guy right here. And I can probably put the adjustment, or reach, you might be able to put the adjustment right there, which would probably work out really well. All right, let me see if I can figure a few things out here. 1 second. All right, let's see if we can solder that up a little bit. We're going to be soldering these 3 lines. Now, where's my solder at here? Let's see if I can share here. Okay. Now I'll do the grounds. Make sure I got that on there. This should be that one. And then this one. You know, I guess it would be nice to try it out, right? Doing all this work. I hope it'll work. All right. Let's do this. Let's put this back this way. All right. Let me make this a little bit smaller there so you can see a little better there. Alright, so we got that done. We got this done. I don't really know what to do with those. I know if I ever need to adjust it, I'll do that. These are going to go like this. This goes like that and screws down there with 2 little screws. That's why I thought, because I had 6 little screws, so I just figured they all went there, but they didn't. I see I don't need that RCA jack either. It's there, so who cares? Same with the switch. I'm not going to need that anymore either. Alright, so I think it was like this. I hope it was like this. If I have to go back to the video, I'll go back, but it looks pretty simple. What I'm going to try to do is let me clean up a little bit and organize some things. I'm going to put, make sure this thing works here. So let me clean up a few things real quick. Hold on one second. All right, so what I have is the joystick in there. I have a game. The adapter's pretty messed up, but still works. I think, anyway. I guess we'll find out. And plug this little guy in right here. Alright. What I'm going to do is, like I said, I only have this projector here. So I'm going to see if I'm getting a single. And if it's working, then I'll change some things around. Yeah, as you can see, I'll give you like an idea. I don't even know if you can see that or not. Just like a blue screen. Let me try to do this. Alright, so push it in. And there we go. Okay, there's Donkey Kong. It's probably going to be a little blurry. This is a projector. I can't really get it. There it goes. Kind of see a little bit. You know, I'm going to put everything back together again, but I'm glad it works. It looks pretty good, actually. So yeah, I'm going to put everything back, and it seems like it's a win. So let me put everything back real quick, and I'll bring you back. All right, let's just put everything back together. It should be pretty simple, just a couple screws, and we're pretty much set. The bag of all the little thingies. And these are all the pieces that I replaced. Come on. Little dust covers. Actually, you know what? I'm going to clean them up real quick. I'm going to show you something. There's the other one. Let's just see if I can use some of the Flint stuff real quick. I don't know if you ever used any of this stuff. It's a metal, plastic and fiberglass polish. I'm going to show you what it does with these little knobs here. So, get a little... I should have probably done this before, but if you see the knobs, look how dirty that is. See how dirty that is? Watch this. From all the fingerprints over time and everything else. Watch this. Now, I probably have to go over a few times because it's such a small area, but let's see if this does anything. Yeah, Got all the dirt off it. I mean, does it look any shinier? Not really. Actually, stuff usually looks a little better. I think it's because it's just so old and so pitted. Yeah, they put these little covers on there. Let's see, 1 second. Alright, didn't make that much of a difference. It actually made a really good difference on a lot of other things I did, but not on this one, I guess. Anyway, let's put these things back on now. This little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I knew something wasn't sitting right. Okay. And we have some screws. We have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the other ones, I wonder where the other ones went. Actually, that doesn't look an Atari one. That might be, that one's good, that one's good. Those two should go down there. And I guess these, okay. And we'll put these down here. There's one. Yeah, come here. So I guess I had a little rebuild kit. Maybe I had a big capacitor or something else. Who knows? It might even work before, but I just wanted to... I actually, no, I don't think I was getting a picture before, but I could be wrong. This one probably goes here. No, it's too short. Longer one. Okay. A couple in here. I think this holds the bottom of the panel on. Could be wrong. All right. All right, looks like we got an Atari. Difficulty, A, B, color black and white, it's not going to do anything, on and off. Alright, let me set this thing up real quick and I'll show you what I got. Alright, we got no signal. Oh, my thing, I'll turn it on. And there's my Donkey Kong. Shut the light off a little bit. Yeah, there's my Donkey Kong. And if I grab the remote joystick, it does work. There you go, here's the sound. Hard to play with one hand, but you get the idea. It works. Awesome. Oh, and this is the way I just put a little adapter back there. Made them work out. I'm just going to my little projector here, but worked out well. I'm glad. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and any questions, let me know. I really didn't do much other than just put a rebuild kit and I added the video thing, so hopefully this helps somebody. I don't know. Anyway, take care, enjoy the day, and thanks again for watching. Take care, guys.